Hey guys, my name is Corey Miller. This is my how to kick a soccer ball tutorial. Today you're going to be learning how to kick a soccer ball with correct form and why it's effective. I'm a credible source for this because I've played soccer since I was 11 years old, and growing throughout the years I've learned my own technique and I've done a lot of research looking into it, and I've been able to figure out the exact proper technique and execution of so. And that's what you're going to be learning today. Alright, let's get started. Now there are different ways to kick a soccer ball, but the way that I'm showing you today is going to be the most basic and straightforward way to kick a ball, and it's a great place to start if you don't know the technique already. According to fatherly.com, soccer is the second most popular youth sport in the United States. According to worldatlas.com, soccer is the most popular sport in the world with over 4 billion fans worldwide. In order to practice kicking a soccer ball, all you're going to need is a ball and a foot. It's also important to wear the proper attire. For most days, you're going to be wanting wearing something nice, that breathable, that you can move in. For a day like today where it's really, really cold, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt and some nice joggers. Alright, so the first thing we're going to learn today is what part of the foot to kick with. So I have a shoe right here. And when most people go up to kick a ball initially, they go ahead and just try and kick it with their toe, just putting it straight over. And that's really bad form. It can cause a lot of injuries and doesn't generate that much power and it's not very accurate at all. Instead, what you want to do is you want to kick it with the side of your foot. This is what a side of the foot kick should look like. It's very important to run up to the ball straight in line with your path. If you run out from one of the sides, there's going to be a lot more curl influenced inside the pass. Alright, now we're going to talk about the follow through. Similar to the run up, you're going to want to keep your follow through pretty straight. Adding any little curves or bends afterwards will influence a lot of curve onto the ball, and that's not what we're looking for. Here's what that run up and follow through should look like from a different angle. It's important not to look for power in your first kicks. You should really be looking for accuracy and pace on the ball and making sure it doesn't just fly off in any which direction. And if it does, it's important to look at your run up and follow through. That's typically where people will screw up for kicking a ball off 20 yards in the other direction. So now we're going to learn which part of the ball to kick. It seems like a weird thing to ask, but it's very important when you actually come up to kick. If you hit off a little bit to one side, it's going to push the ball in a direction and the wind will catch it and it'll curve off directly. If you're wanting to kick a straight ball, you're going to want to hit it right in the middle and not too high or too low. If you hit it too high, the ball's just going to roll straight on the ground and it's going to get too much friction and it won't go very far. If you hit it too low, it's going to catch in the air and it's just going to sail. Similar to how you need to kick the right part of the ball, you also need to kick with the right part of the foot. Like I've said before, kicking with the side of your foot is the correct way you want to go. But sometimes you'll see that your ball will go off in a direction and it seems to just go randomly somewhere. It's probably because you're not focusing on where you need to kick with your foot. Kicking right here in the center, which is what most people call the sweet spot, is where you're looking for. Oftentimes it's also a logo because, like on this shoe, you have the Nike swoosh showing right here. If you hit a little bit too off to the heel area, you're going to get a weird off kick to whichever direction that heel would be, and it'd be a really weird bounce and it's not very predictable. If you hit it too far up towards your toes, you're going to kick it into the air a little bit too much and it's going to ride and not go straight as possible. It will probably curve off as well. This is what might happen if you kick too far towards the toe of your foot. This is what might happen if you kick too close to the heel of your foot. It's important to pay attention to the form that you use to kick the ball. If you kick with the wrong form and the wrong technique, it can lead to some serious injuries. According to Podiatry Today, more injuries occur in soccer than field hockey, volleyball, basketball, rugby, cricket, fencing, cycling, judo, boxing, and swimming. A very good place to prevent these injuries is with the way you kick. Kicking with the wrong part of your foot or even the wrong part of the ball can lead to some really bad foot injuries and has even led to season-ending injuries for many professional players. Kicking is the most important part of the beautiful game we call soccer. And now you know the most effective and proper technique of kicking a ball.